So we're going to have a little look at the knee slice here. What I want us to look at really quickly is principle. Imagine his body is a rectangle. We're going to break it into quarters. If we can control these quarters, certainly opposites, then obviously we're going to get the upper hand of their body. And it's a nice principle just to, certainly in the early days, get in your head for when you don't necessarily have a bank of techniques that come out. You'll see that obviously we control the bottom bits by pinning a leg, stapling a leg. We can control the top by holding an arm because they're hanging off the corners. But at the same time, we can control them by putting pressure on. And with the knee slice, let's have a little look at it. So we've come through, we've gone past this. Let's go off of a leg on nice and tight. So he's holding onto my leg and I've got the pull up, okay, of the arm. Okay, so we're going to go with our hand deep on the collar, almost as if you're punching your knuckles into the deck. And then we're going to look at the principle of those quarters. I'm going to use my elbow on the outside edge to control this quarter. But before we even get there, it's worth recognizing what we can do with this knee here. So we've got the pull and the push down. Maybe we've got this, but maybe he comes up a little bit and we haven't necessarily got this in play as it should be. So I'm going to now take my knee off the deck. My toes stay in the deck, my knee comes off, it goes on his stomach, and I use my knee to realign him. As soon as I've done that, I can cinch my grip up a little bit and I can then drop my knee back off to the side. It goes on the mat and pushed into his ribs. I keep the pull and I reinforce it, so I've controlled this bottom quarter by pinning, stapling his leg and pushing my knee into him. And I'm going to control this top quarter by sending my elbow across to hold it. I'm also pulling here, which is having an effect on this quarter. Okay, so if any of them aren't controlled, obviously that's where they're going to get their movement from. So from here for the knee slice, the finish, once we've got this, is nice and simple. I'm going to take my hip onto his, and notice I'm always in my own base. I've heard it referred to years ago in a seminar. I was an island. You're in your island and you put onto them what you choose to put onto them. And we roll outwards. I've got my weight through that elbow, but I'm not leant over him. Otherwise I'm off. Knee in, elbow over, hip drops down and towards his, so that my knee leads this movement. I push here and I drive my knee. Toes go in the mat early. And I'm going to now redirect this arm, punch it, pushing through these with my weight on him, pushing through my feet, redirecting the arm over to take up whatever form of side control we like. But it's that bottom leg pushing on here that helps to free it. Leading with the knee is really helpful. In the past, I got a knee injury doing this, and I got a knee injury doing this because I wasn't leading with my knee. I think it was actually Roger Gracie who said to me one day, asked me how I did my injury, and he explained that if I don't lead with my knee, then it's going to be at risk of getting hurt because I've left it sort of flailing behind by leading with the hip. So that's the knee slice itself. From this position, if you've got good pressure, we've used our knee to get him flat and we keep adjusting it, we've got good control on the far side, we can look to set stuff up really nicely. So to start with, sometimes this arm is tucked in, they keep it tucked in, it's hard to get out, okay? And when you haven't got this pull upward, even with this bottom quarter, far quarter controlled, it can be difficult to, one, get it up, take that as you will, pull it up. Two, they can start to turn into you a little bit, which becomes a bit of a problem, okay? So what we're going to look at is a slight turn in, and as they do, I'm already thinking about punching this arm through this gap, and I'm going to push off of this foot here. So I go to put it in here, I push off of this floor, he's already starting to come up into me, and I push, and I stand up. And as I do, I push this arm through. Everything's nice and tight, I come up, I'm now going to take this leg, secure the back, and step round looking for the far collar, and then we can look to attack the back. Okay, for the rest of it, we've got the arm out. That isn't a problem at the moment. The arm's out, okay, we've got this, everything's as it should be, but for whatever reason, we really don't feel comfortable getting and finishing that knee slice, or we're struggling to get this off here. Another nice little option is to almost keep your hip on them, so you're pushing your weight into them. Turn to look for the bottom leg. And as we get this bottom leg, I keep my head going through and I roll onto my shoulder like so. Here, take this foot to then kick it off, then the foot that's left behind onto the hip, and I drive it back and I'm rolling on him like a log. Back to here to take up my side control, and again, work on securing this side control position. Okay, so we're from here, okay, and now we looked at rolling it out. Now we're going to look at attacking, moving into the honey hole. So we're here, again, my leg's in, I feel like I've got it good, but again, I can't get this off for whatever reason, or we just want to attack from here. So we're going to take our weight this way, and I bail on this arm a bit, take my weight this way, just to get my hip up, so I can push this through toes first, this direction here. Send it, scoop, control, sitting back over. So we get to here, this leg is pulling and this foot is active as well. I go to clap, squeeze and adjust onto my side position before I start attacking the legs. And now, for me, the most simplest yet most probably effective, other than the knee slice itself. So he's on his side, I want to get him back, and I can keep sinking this in nice and deep, pretending like I'm going to go for the far quarter, but I drop back down and I allow him to come up. Straight away I'm coming over the top, grabbing the material, dropping myself in here in order to finish with the cross choke here. Quite common, as they go to do that, I go to do this, they'll look to defend it. They'll look to defend it, and as they do, I bring this across to here, holding the underside, drop my shoulder through to finish there. And that's just about it. So lots of detail there, and lots of things which will work for some, maybe not work for others, depending on body type, but certainly lots to play with and try and make work for you. Enjoy.